It is a Friday, February 21st, and I want to thank you for being here. I'm actually recording this the night before. I just got home from an event in Lexington, Massachusetts at the Universalist Unitarian Church. You should check out my Facebook and Instagram post about what happened. I am going to write about it in detail because not only am I a medium, I am getting messages a week prior to the event, if not more, about gifts that I should be bringing to the event for the people that are going to be there. Now, the amount of intelligence that comes from the spirits that help me do this is mind-blowing. So here's a little story about something that I had to do today. So one of the men that were going to be there was a very religious man, and I actually had to get like a children's Bible to give away at this event. And I'm not particularly Christian in any way, very spiritual. Will find as much connection in, say, a church service as a Buddhist meditation retreat. But I had to get something with a bow tie, but I also was smelling shoe polish. And I was like, I'm not going to buy shoe polish because I don't know what the person's going to do with it. You know, I want it to actually be something. I got them a box of bow tie pasta, and it was funny because I was like, I don't know if it's the bow tie or the pasta. Well, the guy ended up liking his daughter's, who was their pasta. He was a very religious man, and he wore a bow tie every day. So I was on the hunt for a candle because I was going to get like a leather smelling candle or something that smelled like shoe polish because I wanted it to be utilitarian and I wanted it to be useful. So I'm in Salem, New Hampshire. I'm at the mall going to Yankee Candle. There's not a leather candle there, but there was a handmade store that I was getting pulled to. And I was like, I'm going to go over to that store. They've got to have something for me, maybe a candle or something. And no way would you believe that. And you can look at the picture here because it's photographic evidence. I got a candle that had a bow tie made on the top of it. And I was like, this is what I'm here for, a candle. And the man wore a bow tie. Polished his shoes every day, was very religious. But there are two types of Christians that I've kind of found in this world. There are what I call the Jesus Christians, who are actual Christians, you know, love thy neighbor, grace, forgiveness, compassion. And then there's the agenda Christians who use their Christianity to hinder, oppress others. That speaks for itself. This man was very kind. And as I'm standing in Barnes & Noble looking for this book, and there's a whole other story about this book that I'm going to write about in detail later on. But he kept telling me it's about the kindness. It's about the kindness. It's not about the rules or the stories. It's about the kindness, loving your neighbor. And his daughter confirmed for me. He was like very religious, but it didn't matter what color, what size, what gender, what sex. It didn't matter what you are. You were all part of the gang. And I love that. And that was the point of him coming through. I wanted to share that story because the point of that, and I was in a church telling people this, is, you know, religion can be a point of connection for you. You can find connection there, but you don't necessarily need it. If it helps you find that grace and compassion and connection to spirit, go for it, but you don't necessarily need it. I sit down to pull a tarot card. I got the Three of Pentacles. Which is outside of a church, you know. It speaks to teamwork and collaborative, you know, energies and all of that. And tonight, there was a lot of collaboration with the people that were there. So, if you identify with Christian ideology at all, and I know how problematic church can be, speaking to a gay guy, you know, remember, it's about the kindness. It's not about the rules. It's about loving each other, loving one another, loving ourselves. So take that, put that in your pipe and smoke it. And maybe I'll see you in Newburyport. Maybe I'll see you the next day in Manchester, New Hampshire. But I am making a small, I'm going to be all around New England. If there's an event space near you that you think I should come to with this kind of road show, let me know. But thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. To learn more about me, sign up for a reading, find my podcast, my books, meditations, all that, find me online at joshsimons.com. All my love.